Been 0 for 3 from the field, Drew, but 5 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers in 19 minutes.
So listen, if you're not going to score the ball, what else are you doing on the floor? That's the only way you can stay in, with rebounding, steals, and doing the little things like we see Champagnie does.
Koulibaly loses the handle. Towns.
Reverse. Yeah. Fresh out of the out of halftime. You got to be careful the older you get.
7-footer, put it in reverse.
That move.
Carrington looking for his first points, decides to pass over to Brogdon.
Yeah, that has to go in the last 2 games.
Brogdon, the second leading scorer for Washington tonight. He's got a dozen. Alan Shun is your leader, coming off the bench with 16. Brunson is looking for the cutting cat. Champagnie with the steal. And you're getting the second personal. Carrington fronted Hart. Gets the steal. Handoff. Swing. Champagnie. Rattles out. Good look. Justin just 3 points in the first half, coming off of that 31-10 outing Saturday. Cat going left. Going back to Cat, Washington this year. There has been 6 players that have scored. Chat 56, but the Wizards won that game. SGA had 41, and then Brunson goes for 55.
All right, so that tells me who's the lockdown defender.
Right.
You know, and if I had to put my money on it, that has to be Bilal Koulibaly. He can guard multiple positions. He has that potential. He has the vitals. I mean, 6'8".
And it can't just be Bilal, but if that's the tone that has to be set by him being like, I got to go get him.
Well, that's the difference between 100 million and 200 million, Chris.
Being a premier two-way player in this league.
Yeah, I mean, he's guarding Brunson.
Carrington, sidestep, 3, going left, Cat.
I'm all out denial, not allowing Jalen Brunson to get this ball in his hand, see? Oh.
Cat over to Brunson, puts it on the deck, kicking it over. Bridges. Ball's on the floor, secured by the Knicks. Anunoby.
Had to find bodies and box out once the shot goes up.
Sarr. Strong finish. So, Drew, we talked about this in our meeting today about going at Brunson's left.
Hey, listen, I have no clue, but all I can tell you is what the finishing left. Even if he starts his drive right, I'm shading him to that right hand, and I need to
play the cat and mouse game.
Yeah, well, speaking of cat,
right on cue.
That's in Plains, Georgia. I mean, it's unbelievable. 100 years of age.
Saw it all. Lau inside to Sarr. Sarr getting it up and misses. Wizards just 5 turnovers in the first half. They have 3 already here in the third. Chris Miller, Drew Good, and Megan McPeak with you here on the Monday evening, Capital One Arena. Last game before we flip the calendar to 2025. Cat's hook shot.
The ability to shoot the 3, put the ball on the ground, and then go to work on that block.
Knicks now with their largest lead of the game, had his third 20-point game.
Most impressive stat I've ever heard of. And never got a technical foul in his career.
I told you when you went here, I had to ask him about it.
Does that go back to college and high school too?
Rebound there by Champagnie. Says he loves his money. Carrington.
Never a rotating situation defensively for the Knicks. You got to respect Bud Carrington knocking down that shot.
Cat trying to set the screen. Brunson. Oh, great ball movement by the Knick Porter.
As well.
19 assists for the Knicks tonight. Washington has 16 on 25 made field goals.
Defense.
Hart gets bumped. Josh Hart misses. You see them in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. If you see him again going.
Nothing but an 8-quarter game. Small sample size of a similar situation if you're in the playoffs.
Wow, misses that 3. Scored 42 of those 55 in the second half. And overtime. He really took over. Here he is once again in the paint. And Anunoby, lead is 9. Sarr. There he is switching off so he can guard Towns. Champagne was a little bit late on that contest. That was a miss. Back to Brogdon. Somebody saying Wizards and Knicks how losing Isaiah Hartenstein was a big blow.
Yeah, he was an energy killer.
Three, that's her 10th triple. OG getting inside, using the left.
And then these other guys come in the game in rotation. And those three, he has a will-conditioned starting five. And it'd be in their best interest to stay out of foul trouble.
Anunoby has made all three of his threes here in the third quarter. Cruz with a steal. Going the other way, being guarded by a really good defender in Anunoby. Kispert going left, doing a fantastic job of keeping that dribble alive. Bridges now ends a 10-2 Wizards run. Carrington, crossover, step back on Anunoby.
That was nice.
Lips out.
Hey, listen, come back and get in the mud on defense.
Now he's guarding Anunoby. OG bodies, sprays outside. Looked like Carrington hit the back of Valanciunas' knee as he's on the floor. Valanciunas is also holding his elbow. Jared getting some minutes here.
Play a long time in the league being this guy and having that role as Jared Butler.
10 seconds to go on the shot clock. We're under 3 to go in the third. Kispert, another triple. Yes! Boy, Kispert in double figures now. He has hit 3 from downtown. The Knicks lead is now trimmed to 1. Kispert shooting 33% from 3 this year. Now guarding Brunson. Passes it over to Hart. That second quarter.
Those three-point shots between Hart. What do you say? Blow up? It hasn't resulted in that night out and just competing, and that's what any coach wants, and fans.
You know, it's interesting, and I asked Coach Keith about just the experience. Test it now, like, oh, I played in a highly competitive NBA game where.
And then the next night, that loss is worse than any other night before he spoke up. So I love that he still has, I would say, the attention of the team.
Hart with a tough jumper. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal.
That's 6'4".
Mikal Bridges comes in. But he coupled that with 44. JV. Taking his 9 of 11 shooting.
Middle. Continue to allow the Knicks these hands for some baseline to the help.
Butler. Might be here for the holidays to see his family. I see what you did, Drew. I got your back. Hart with a steal. Waiting for Brunson. Dump off to Bridges. Swing to McBride. Great ball.
Goes in, you know you're a crowd favorite.
It's McBride's first points of the game. Helped off in a wheelchair. He got hit in the head. Keep you posted on his health. Bridges.
Look at that.
On the team, says Drew Gooden. Achua rattles in.
So if they're not going to box out, what should you do? Go get the rebound, and Josh Hart does that. It's simple.
Butler in and out. Blocked by Achua. And that will